Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Art of Affiliate Management. Today's topic is a topic that every manager of an affiliate network or program will encounter, unfortunately, sooner or later. This is when affiliate managers are moving on to a competitor or they are making their own program or network, and they are stealing the data of the partners and maybe even the users or everything. So that's really a critical topic and can put your entire operation to risk. And about this topic, we are speaking today with Bronislava Panchenko. She is the founder of BVP Data Security. She's one of the leading experts when it comes to data security in Europe. We met in Bulgaria half a year ago or something like this. And we speak about the consequences for the company, especially from a legal side, what to avoid, how to limit the risks, and what to do when this is really happening. With this topic, we have to say we are not like lawyers here. So when it's happening and you want to make the move or you are accused of something, always speak to somebody that is into this as a lawyer, especially every country has different laws. And presented is this all from CatStats AI. So we speak about data here. So we have also a sponsor, and this is a SaaS for data analytics and business intelligence in the affiliate management space. So thank you very much. And now we kick it off. So Bronislava, please introduce yourself to this podcast audience.
Hello, my name is Bronislava, and you did it very well. So I don't know what to add. I moved 2 years ago to Malta and started my own business in data protection and information security area. I'm an external data protection officer and information security officer, and yeah, support medium-sized companies within EU. So I'm focused more on the EU side.
That's
Right.
why you have the blue sky so nice, because you are in Malta. I thought you are
Ah, yeah.
still in. I thought that you are still in Germany for some reason. I don't know why, but yeah.
No, no. It's only my if you would see my real background, there is a palm in my back terrace. So it's much
Ah,
prettier
it's
than
even the virtual
now.
background. Okay.
Yeah,
I should
exactly.
do that because I have here just my my room, my living room, my office, my whatever. It's kitchen, office, living room, everything in one place. Okay, before we go into the specifics with really with this stolen data from your affiliate manager, let's speak about data security and privacy in the online marketing industry. Do you think that the industry, especially the medium-sized companies that you have as clients, are taking this serious enough, or are there gaps?
Um, I would say some of the companies take data protection serious, right? So they care about the personal data of their clients, but most of the companies, I would say, don't care and hope everything, yeah, would go well. So it's like hoping that everything is fine.
And is it going well usually, or are there too many cases to ignore it?
It's a tough question. Sometimes it goes well for some companies. Sometimes it's terrible for them, right? If there is an unsatisfied customer and and you treated him not well, not in the right way whatsoever, or he is just he don't like you, right? Then he can do a lot of things. For example, go to the authorities, ask for, so he can request his data from from your company and so on, and he can just do a few things what's unlikely for companies.
Yeah. Since when is this in place? Is this since GDPR, or was it always kind of strict?
Sorry.
Is this a newer thing with GDPR since, I don't know, 2017 or when it popped up? Or is it something that is since a longer time a topic, but GDPR brought it to our attention more?
It's one of the topics. So, of course, GDPR is more relevant for companies right now. And now it's since GDPR is how to say how to say in German, enforce, right? And
Yeah. Yeah. I would not know the neither. Enforced. Durchgesetzt.
yeah, but what is it in English?
Durchgesetzt
Enforced.
is in it's
Okay.
in German and enforced in
Yeah.
English.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, then I'm right. Okay, thanks. So since GDPR is enforced in 2018, it's more relevant for companies, and of course they have to they have it more in mind than before. Yeah.
So last question before we hit our core
Mm-hmm.
topic. Are you aware of companies that maybe even had to close shop because of data breaches? That it's that critical, or is this a myth?
Yes, sometimes you have also closed your company because it's the risk were too high for these companies, right? So I can tell you one story. It's in my mind right now. It has nothing to do with marketing, but just to explain it to you. So there was a psychological clinic in Finland, and it was the biggest one within the country, and they were hacked twice. First time they were not aware of it, but the hackers steal some data of the patients,
Mhm.
and then they were attacked again, almost 1 year later, and the hackers got again the patient's data, and they got into the systems and could see everything, right, about the patients. So, for example, their health data, their prognosis, their therapy plans, and everything. But you need to know as a therapist from your patients. And the hackers group asked for specific amount of a Bitcoin. It was I'm not sure whether it was 200,000 or 500,000 euros, but they didn't want to pay. And the hackers group went to the patients, and they asked every patient would they like to pay 200 or 500 euros to get their data still safe, right, in a safe place. And some paid, some not, but it was a big issue for everyone, because it was the biggest psychological clinic in Finland. So there were, I guess, 40,000 patients. So it was
Yeah, and
it was a
Finland is
big
a
amount.
dark country. Everybody there must have something because they don't get sunlight. Nothing against Finland.
Exactly.
I love Finnish people, but
Yeah,
I can imagine the depression rate is quite high there.
yeah. It could be right. So so they had a huge amount of data, and so you as the patient have to decide, okay, would you like to pay for your data to get it to keep it safe, or are you going to gamble, right? And the company itself gambled, and had no money, no trust, nothing. All investors, business partners, and so on, they gone. So they had no stability within their company, and that's why they had to close their company.
Tough one. Okay. Actually, in our industry from online marketing, there are hacks as well. And usually it's because it's not really
Yeah.
that the people are securing it proper. This is very often the case. As an example, now it's a bit different, but I would say something like 3 years ago, maybe 20 people of my friends got their Telegram hacked. They found a way to when you had all the security features off in Telegram, even that the people could see when you were the last time online and that you are offline at the moment, you could practically in some way simulate the mailbox, and then you were getting your password sent per SMS to this virtual mailbox or something like this. So many of my friends got hacked there. Now it didn't happen since a very long time. First, it brought a lot of awareness, and second, now Telegram is also more important, so people take care more about this. I also got my Skype hacked. That was because I created it in 2019 or something like this. And I never updated anything there. I never put anything there. And somebody could hack it, because when I made the password like so many years ago, I did something like super basic, something like even teenager style, maybe like King Stefan or so. And boom, it was gone. I could recover it because the person that was hacking it, they were not doing something crazy. I could recover it and put every security feature on it, bum, 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 bum. So I got it back. But I think in the majority of cases in our industry, it's happening because it's very sloppy. And
I know.
yeah, sorry, please.
I know someone who is working in the iGaming industry and is hacking the companies. So on a contract, right?
Yeah,
Not
so something like
not
the
yeah,
good hacker, like a ethnical hacking, and he charged them if
yeah,
they
yeah,
make a data breach. Yeah.
exactly. And that's really important, especially for iGaming industry.
Yeah, I can imagine. Also here, this tool that is sponsoring this cat stats, there was also very recently a test for hacking, but it's all bulletproof. But these people that are running it, they are all like data engineers from big companies and so on originally, so they know how to set it up proper. It's not like the typical startup. So yeah, there's everything protected, and they got like a certificate. So what I want to add there as well, one of my favorite topics in my podcast for affiliate managers is always the use of a CRM system. And this will bring us now also to the problem. But I have a friend that was speaking on the affiliate world in my affiliate manager academy, that he sees the benefits of a CRM so high that he don't even put any security feature or so there, that the affiliate managers can maybe see only their details or something like this, because he says he wants that everybody sees everything, and he just takes the risk, and he sees risk and reward is in this way, like very good. But that also says a lot about how easy it's taken by the companies, or when people are leaving, that their accounts are not erased immediately. They forget to erase their account, and because they use like so many different tools and so on. So now we speak about the setup that you have to do as a company to protect your data for that it's not stolen by an ex-employee. And I know that you are not working exclusively with affiliate management companies or with affiliate programs, but I think that's like a very general thing that can be applicable for everything. So there are three different aspects I wrote down here. If you tell me like, no, it's just one, or there are 4 or 5, please correct me. So the first one is the technical aspect. What you have to do as a company, technical wise, to protect your data from somebody that is leaving the company, or maybe wants to do something dodgy during being in the company. That's also a possibility, of course.
So yes, of course. So the technical part is very important, but there are also two other parts: the legal one and
The workflow. These are
yeah,
the three that
the
are.
workflow. Yes,
You can
exactly.
also
So
summarize that if that is more logical for you.
let's start with the technical part, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what should companies do? Um, for I start with one question every time, with only one question. What do what do you need as a company? What data do you need as a company? So, and this is an important question, because then you need to create a workflow within your company. So where does the data start? So where do you collect the data? Then how is the data? What is the data workflow within your company? And then where does your data responsibility end? So when do you delete your data, for example? And the technical part in this scenario is you need to know what your workflow is within the organization, and to organize it in a technical way. For example, um, affiliate manager don't need, for example, payments details from the customer, right? Then he don't have to so the, they don't have to see it within the company. So then you can organize it in that way, technically, that affiliate managers don't see the data. For example, um, you have to add, how does it call it? Access restrictions
Mm-hmm.
for employees, for example, or multi-factor authentications. So employees have to authenticate themselves again on the phone, for example, to
So
avoid that unauthorized people are accessing the data.
also, if the 2FA is controlled by the company, once the
Mm-hmm.
guy is leaving, even if he's not erasing the password or not forgetting to erase the account, the email is always erased usually or
Mm-hmm.
transferred to somebody. So the 2FA is most probably not working anymore. So the data is protected after the passing or the leaving, not the
Exactly.
passing. Nobody should die now. So yeah.
Yeah. So, but also, it's necessary that the company limits the data access. So I told you, so they have to restrict the access. They have to limit the data access, and only what people or what employees need to know, need to visit, right? They are able to visit, and what comes in mind is also monitor. So you have to monitor the activities of employees. So if someone is downloading, for example, or accessing sensitive data unnecessarily, then it should be raised as a red flag.
And how you are tracking this? You would have to have somebody that is checking the logs manually, or do you recommend the companies to install something like a system, like a cron shop that is checking every hour or every day? Hey, who downloaded this file? And if it happened, send me an alert.
Yes, exactly. So there are many tools, for example, data loss prevention tools. They analyze it every time someone is logging in or logging off, and what they are doing, and monitor their activities, and send an alert if there is something not in the right way.
Okay.
Yeah.
And this can be integrated practically per API in every system, I guess, that has an API access. or maybe.
Yes, of course.
Mhm.
So it can be implemented within the company, and of course there are different ways how you can implement it, but usually it's for the entire company. So of course it can so every product what you use, or every tool what you use can be combined with the data protection laws tool.
So this is now a bit of a technical and workflow
Mm-hmm.
setup. But beside this, what should be in contracts to protect yourself? Because I guess if there is nothing stated in the contract, people can do whatever they want. And I see that, for example, with freelancer contracts in AFPAL,
Mm-hmm.
and AFJobs, they are sending us like the contracts and say like, hey, is this a good contract? And the contract is literally 1 or 2 pages, and it is not prepared for anything that can go wrong. So it just says something like, okay, we pay this, the person has to do this. If it's not well, after 1 week notice, we can let this person go. But more is there not really specified. There is not specified of company expenses, who pays what. There's nothing specialized about what they are allowed to do in parallel. There's nothing specified about what happens with the informations that they are gathering in the company. So that's of course not correct. But what would be a correct way of making this kind of contracts, at least to be on paper on the safe side? If this person is leaving to Burkina Faso, you can do nothing about that. But let's say this person stays in your jurisdiction, that at least this is covered. So what you should put in a contract?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So for example, we can use a NDA, non-disclosure agreement, and we can put there some clauses, for example, like employees are not allowed to share any confidential data and personal data of affiliates and so on, after they leaving the company, but also while they are still working within the company. But NDAs, for me, NDAs are only effective if they are also if there is penalty, yeah, in place, right? So it should be it so the employee should be should know, okay, should I, or do I want to share the confidential data with someone else, or is it not worth enough for me? Because if there's a penalty of I don't know, 100,000 euros, then I would say it's not enough. It's not worth for the employer.
Is there
But
something
if
like
there's
a rule
no,
of the thumb, like that is connected to the income? Let's say you are like a big director in a company,
Mhm.
100,000 euros when the company is making like hundreds of millions is something like maybe a joke. But if you are like a junior affiliate manager, that is so utopic that it maybe cannot even be paid. Is it? Do you have to orientate it on like an annual salary or something like this?
I would say not only on salary, also on the position, on what kind of data are you handling with, right? For example, health data is more sensitive than an email address,
Mm-hmm.
like that. So you have to find out a way what is okay for you as a company, but what is not too over dramatic for the employer. So it's I would say, for example, if a junior affiliate manager um, get a fine of 500,000 euros because he misused the data. Uh, it's yeah, you have to challenge. You have to challenge this amount. You have to put different aspects into it, and discuss about it if it's really necessary or not. If it's if it fits if it fits into the if it fits the company and the employee or not.
And would you recommend to make the NDA separate from the contract, or would you everything squeeze in one paper?
So a NDA is more for the legal part. It's not only for data protection topics. It's more from the legal perspective. So I would separate both. And in the contract, I would add a section or 2 or 3. It depends how they should use the personal data. So give them advices, give them a direction how they should use in the right way the data. So because you cannot put a penalty into the contract, but on the other side, you are not introducing the employee how to use the data in a proper way. So you have also to make how to say it. You have to train the employee on how to use the data in a proper way for the company. And then on the other side, if you did this part, then you can also put the penalty into the NDA.
And is there a difference between making a contract with an employee and a freelancer? Because in our industry, it's very common that you hire an affiliate manager, but this guy is sitting even in a different continent. So as example, if Masters in Cash, the dating company I'm in charge of, says, hey, we hire now somebody for the Brazilian market. We will not go and make now an office in Brazil and hire this person there. So we say like, okay, who is a freelancer? But. Okay, it's now maybe anyway hard to get money from them, but is there a difference in the contract and the entire situation if you work with a freelancer that is working practically like an employee for you, or if it's like a real employee? How is the difference there, or is there none?
There's a big difference, actually.
There's a big difference, okay.
Yeah, because then the freelancer is responsible for the data, how he is handling the data in a proper way, and he can get fined if he misuses the data directly. So he can get fined personally. And then you have to conclude a data protection agreement. It's a long contract where you put into place what should they do to save the data properly. For example, there are also some technical and organizational measures and so on. So there's it's a huge contract on how to use the data properly. For example, they have to put these and that security measures into place. They have to avoid that other people can access the data and their accounts, and they have to organize themselves in that way that other people or companies or hackers or whatsoever are not able to access the data. So
the responsibility goes a little bit in the hand of the subcontractor, let's say, not completely. If a subcontractor is working for the Finnish guys get hacked, the patients are still going to the clinic and saying like, yo, what's up here? So it's for sure not completely off the table, but a part of the responsibility is going to them as well.
Yes, exactly. And they have also to train themselves how to handle personal data in the right way. So you as a company don't have to train them, but your employees.
Interesting. Okay. So let's speak about the situations when it's really happening. The most common situation is, and I'm not even sure if this is now already a problem or not, but maybe I hope you can guide us here in the right direction. Affiliate managers, it doesn't really, okay, most probably it does matter, but let's say an affiliate manager. He can be a freelancer, what is very often the case, or an employee of a company, is leaving, going to a new company, and now they are contacting the people that they were working before with and say like, yo, bro, it was always cool connecting with you. I have now new products. I have now new offers. So this is like absolute standard. So what I need to put like focus on in this case, I prepared something more, is that this person is contacting only the people that they were in touch with for a longer time in the old company as well. So how is this handled? Is this okay? Is this something like, okay, you cannot cut personal connections, or is this already problematic for the guy? And maybe it's problematic for the company because they lose maybe affiliates or advertisers.
Yes, so my answer depends on the situation, on the exact situation. Because if you put, for example, yeah, and so there are different ways how to answer your question. For example, if you put some contracts in place, for example, NDA, and there's also a penalty existing and so on. So, and if you did all the paperwork correctly, then you have, of course, how to say,
A leverage?
You have a basis on you have a basis to tell them, okay, that this is not the right way how you handle the data. This is not the right way how you contact the affiliates, and you are not in the right position, so you're not able to do this. So we avoided the situation, so please don't do this. And then, of course, if they concluded the penalty, then there are some consequences, some legal consequences, some reputational consequences, and so on.
In practice, I have to say it will be very hard to really push that through, because this is like personal connections. Often the affiliate is even reaching out, and he cannot say like, hey, I cannot work with you because we worked in the past together if the affiliate wants it. So the second case is, and this is also very problematic and very common. The affiliate manager or advertiser manager is leaving, but they are contacting the people that they were not in touch with. So it don't even mean that they have extracted an entire list. Maybe everything was already protected also, but still you see like lists in the system. I don't know of any company in affiliate management marketing, performance marketing, where somebody is really seeing only their stuff and that's it. Latest when there are team meetings, they have like this discussion and say like, this affiliate is good, this affiliate is bad. They exchange affiliates between each other. So what happens if an affiliate manager or advertiser manager is contacting partners they were never in charge of? Because then there is no personal connection yet. It's just the information. This person is interesting for me to work with in my new company or my own company.
And how did they their data?
So it's often because the companies are often having it either already public. So in nearly every affiliate program that I know, the affiliate manager is seeing all the affiliates. They are maybe not even seeing the exact details, or they maybe don't even see the contact details, but often they see at least the biggest names. and the biggest names are often companies, so it's very easy to find out who that is. So you just go and you see, Bronislava is on top page. And when you leave, you contact her like, hey, I think you are running also like these and these offers. You are running iGaming. I have something great for you, blah, 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 blah. So the data is in some way acquired from the company, but the person should never have been able to contact this person already from legal point of view, I think.
So yes, of course. If you if other people can access the affiliates data, right, then it's prohibited, of course. So it shouldn't be the case. Yeah.
But it is in most cases the case, unfortunately. That's how it is in practical. If you go, for example, now in our affiliate program, you will see the affiliate managers can see all the affiliates. It is as it is. And you need to do this also in some way to compare. For example, if you have like if you have a new affiliate and you never worked with this type of affiliates, you have to check and speak with your colleagues how they are performing, what offers to recommend, and so on and so on. So it's often even needed to give them access to affiliates that they are not managing. But how is the situation if they are using this data after they are moving on and getting in touch with people they never worked with?
Oof. Yeah, it's a tough question. But it's a specific case, and of course you have to. Of course, it's not a legal advice, right? So we are just in a discussion. So for example, what can you do as a company? So because this is the data, so you have the data of the affiliates, right? So it's maybe not the right thing, but what you expect. But I would go more deeper and say sometimes you have to control the affiliate, your former affiliate managers. Sometimes you have to go deeper into the market and find out, okay, how could they get the details from what company, and what is the direction, what is the connection, and so on. So from my perspective, this could be one of the options how you can find out who is getting the data and who is sharing the data.
This you usually know very fast, because what happens in practical cases is that the affiliates that are loyal to you, because they run with you your offer since 5 years or something like this or longer, they come to you and say like, yo, I remember this guy or this girl was working for you, and now they sent me these offers. Why? And you have to say like, yeah, the person left and I think they stole your data. No affiliate ever really complained about that. That's not, we are not like in a critical way like this, but they tell you, and they are like your friends often, and they say like, hey, speak with this guy because it will hurt your business. And when you know that, and usually you are not hearing it only for one affiliate or one partner, you hear it from 4 or 5, so it's like a confirmed thing. And often they even send you screenshots where the person says like, yo, cheers, and they are not even having a shame to refer to you and say like, yo, cheers, you remember me, I was working for this and this company, and we never had the pleasure to come together, but now I have like great offers. Now there is possibilities to work with me direct. So it's really like, okay, this guy is stealing from you. What you do as the company to prevent that, because that can do like really big damage. This person often knows a lot of metrics, so they know, for example, you paid the affiliate €5 for a lead, and now they are offering €5.50. And okay, there are other stuff like how it will convert and other things, but in general, it's very easy for them because they know some informations to move this guy over. If this is happening, what you do?
So I would go back to the responsibility of the companies, because this is this is the basis, right? So, and I would go back to the responsibility and say that you as a company have to put a safeguard to put security measures into place to avoid the situation, and you have to control it as well, because so the affiliates trust you as a company and your affiliate manager. So they give their data, and they have to be sure that you treat them well in the right and correct way. That's why if you as a company care about the connection between you and the affiliates, then you have to, of course, take some action to prevent such situations. Of course, you cannot prevent everything, right? You cannot. There's no 100% safety, but you can do. You can put security measures into. You can train your employees what can happen if you do this and that. You have to, for example, organize also workshops together with specific teams and speak about their situations, their real situations, and how they can react to, or treat these cases, to be sure they are in the right way.
So if you put all this in place and the affiliate manager is still doing that, you can sue him, or
Yes. So you can, right?
what comes out is, of course, like the other question.
Well, exactly. So, and you have to also prepare. You have to prepare your documents or contracts. They should be, of course, very safe, and your security measures and your awareness trainings and so on. So it's not only you can sue them, but it's also you have the responsibility to to handle the data within your organization properly, and this is what you have to document as well.
So if you have
To showcase, sorry.
So practically, to summarize it a bit for the people watching this, because they avoid this topic quite a lot. If you have like just a contract without anything proper regulated, people can access your CRM and your data like anything. You never spoke about this. The person is leaving and contacting all your affiliates. There is practically very low chances that you will really win this case. But if you have like a proper contract about data protection, privacy, you maybe made a workshop about that and so on, and this person is doing it still, then we are talking.
Exactly.
I can tell you the majority of companies are not doing that proper. In our industry, yeah, it's like really like, okay, here is your contract. There is some stuff, but it's not like in the amount that you described, that this however this what's this called, this gigantic paper that you said to sign, this data agreement,
data protection agreement.
Yeah, so especially with the freelancers, it's usually like a two-pager that says like, this is what you have to do, this is what you earn. Don't use the stuff that you learn here for your own things, and that's practically it. Okay, actually we come close to an end, but can you share your best advice with this audience about business? I assume it will be data, but you can share any best advice. We call it here the golden nugget. Please share it.
The best advice is know your data within your organization, how it is treated by your employees. how you train your employees, and everything, the entire data flow within your organization. You should know this, because this is the basis of everything, of our documents, of our data protection agreements, right? NDAs, awareness trainings of all issues with affiliate managers, of everything. So this is the basis, and this is mostly underrated, but and it's very simple. But yeah, most of the companies don't do it. Only those who care about the data.
It don't sound like rocket science to find like the documents for this, make here and there a workshop, and have some special settings and roles in your system. But the majority of people don't do that. It goes, by the way deeper than just this. With cybersecurities, people are leaving, and they have access to domains and admin accounts and God knows what, without any regulations for this. I saw cases where people were erasing entire projects just because they were angry and laid off. They were blackmailing their old bosses because they had the access to the domain of it, because they registered the domain and so. So it's like a lot of crazy stuff. Well, usually this podcast is about how to solve like problems with managing affiliates direct, so the affiliate is not replying, or your offers are need an update and you don't know how to communicate it to your project manager and all this kind of stuff. This is something how to protect the entire program. Definitely for me, that works very deep in that. A lot of new stuff. So I will link your details in the caption. So if people say like, hey, I want to learn more about that, I had already cases, I have friends that had cases, I want to protect myself. I had cases where our guy that was sending out the mailings was stealing our mailing database, what we can do, how to avoid it in the future, and so on. You can all reach Bronislava. Her details are downstairs. And yeah, to end that, we say thank you also to our sponsor, CatStats, a SaaS solution for data analytics that has even a certification that it's practically taking really good care about your data. Bronislava, thank you very much. Greetings to Malta, and thanks for taking time on this sunny day.
Thank you as well.
Goodbye.
See you
Ciao.
then. Bye bye.